Hello and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we will be doing the New Year BookTuber Tag. This tag was created by Jessen at Jessen Reads Romance, and I was tagged to do this video by Autumn from Nose in a Book. The first question in this tag is, what are you most excited about for 2023? For me, I'm most excited to actually get my YouTube channel off the ground. I only have a few videos posted as of right now because I'm just starting out. So to have like a whole year's worth of content on this channel, it's going to be amazing, you know. That's what I'm mostly excited about, is just getting it started and seeing where it takes me. On top of that is meeting new BookTube friends. I am dying to meet new friends that share the same amount of love for books that I do. And so far I've met like 2 or 3 and they have been absolutely amazing. The second question is, do you have a Goodreads challenge goal and why that number? Yes, I do have a Goodreads challenge goal. It is 200 books. I personally don't think I'm going to get that many books read this year, but I like a little bit of a challenge, so I have it there just as a kind of motivational tool to get reading done and whatnot. But I won't like pressure myself into reading that many books if I don't feel fit to do it. The next question is our list 3 5-star predictions. The first one that I have really high hopes for, and it doesn't have like a cover or a release day set yet, but that is Heartstopper Volume 5 by Alice Oseman. I've read Volume 1 through 4 and generally enjoyed them a lot. They were super cute. They were perfect palate cleansers for reading, you know, like actual novels. So reading a graphic novel, I always, if I've read like 2 or 3 books and I need like kind of like a mind break, I just kind of start a graphic novel or a manga or like a comic or some sort, just as like a palate cleanser and to just give my mind a little bit of a break from reading so much. The next book that I have a 5-star prediction for is Secretly Yours by Tessa Bailey, which releases on February 7th. I personally think I'm gonna like this one because like I said before, I'm really into romance books, and I believe I have an arc for this one. I'm not entirely sure. I saw it on other booktubers' anticipated reads for 2023, so I figured I would just add it to mine. I have yet to read a Tessa Bailey book. I believe I have It Happened One Summer or something like that on my TBR, but I haven't gotten to it yet, so I'm hoping that I'll get to this one first. This follows a character who is revamping her grandfather's garden and is based off like a winery, and I kind of got a feel for this one because there was a Hallmark movie that I watched not too long ago that was based off doing the same thing. It was like a winery competition, and of who could make the best wine off of the vines and whatnot, and it was just really good. So I'm hoping to enjoy this as much as I enjoyed that movie. The next 5-star predictions is currently a 2-book series, which is called Center in Glass by Melissa de la Cruz. There is currently 1 book published, but the second one, Snow and Poison, is scheduled to come out on April 18th. I'm mostly looking forward to this one because they're both retellings of classic fairy tales like Cinderella and Snow White. So I'm a really big Disney fan / classic fairy tales fan. So I'm really looking forward to getting into those as well for those reasons. The next question is, what genre, subgenre, or trope do you want to read more of? And that I'm going to go into my reading journal for because I have them written down. So I want to read more poetry, classics, horror, nonfiction, thriller, mystery, historical romance, and historical fiction. So I watched Crystal from Crystal's Bookish Life. I'm really into like historical romance, and I have never read a historical romance yet, but like her love for historical romance really makes me want to get into them. And then for classic and historical fiction, is thanks to Autumn from Nose in a Book. She has a book club over on Facebook that is Ellen Montgomery based, which is the author of Anne of Green Gables. And I have all my classics up here. They're kind of destroyed due to TBR reasons. But I want to participate in her book club and really start diving into classic novels. And hopefully when I'm reading those, it'll set off this thing where I just read all kinds of different other classics, because she's inspired me, because she is a big fan of classic novels and stuff. So I'm hoping to get into classics more. I've always wanted to read more classics because I never was really into them when I was in high school, because we were forced to read them, and I always found them extremely boring and very complicated to read, because my English class was usually the first class of the morning. So I just want to get like a refresh of classics and hopefully be able to fall in love with them like others have. The next question is, what trope do you think will be the most popular in 2023? Personally, I'm thinking enemies to lovers, because it has been like the biggest trope that I've been seeing all over the place lately. Like everybody is in love with enemies to lovers. So I'm going to say enemies to lovers for this question. The next prompt / question is, name 3 bookish goals for the year. My biggest goal is to get physical TBR books down, because there are a lot on my shelves that I have yet to read that I've just been putting off for so long. So I want to hold myself accountable and hopefully have you guys hold me accountable for getting that number down and keeping the books that I thoroughly enjoyed on my shelf as like a trophy, and to give the books that I don't really like to somebody else to hopefully enjoy more than I did. The next goal is to get my Bookstagram and my book club going. So I've had my Bookstagram account for a while. I mostly used it for like promoting indie authors and stuff as like a book blog. Well, I don't really want it to be such as a book blog now. I just want it to be like a beautiful aesthetic of all the books that I've enjoyed or the books that I'm reading. And then for my book club that I just started with my friend Jen, it's called Stay on Track Book Club. It is on Discord and Geneva, and it also has an Instagram account itself. So I want to get that Instagram going, as well as try to draw in more people to participate in my book club and to keep it going and find the perfect reads for the monthly picks. Lastly, I want to get my booktube going. Like, I want to find different like series to take part on. Like, not like book series to read, but like different series, like reading from my childhood, or reading, you know, fellow booktubers' favorites, or reading the top 5 Goodreads Choice Award nominees or whatever. And then I'm wanting to like really get into setting a TBR and sticking to that TBR, and doing monthly wrap-ups and such. So I'm just wanting to get, you know, really involved with my booktube channel. The next question / prompt is, name 3 personal goals for the year. So my biggest goal is getting my health under control. I am a type 2 diabetic, and living with diabetes has been giving me all kinds of, you know, emotional and stressful like damage, not only to my mental health but body as well. The physical wise is my liver is taking a big hit to it. So I'm wanting to watch my eating, to exercise, and to really get it under control and get, you know, back to where I need to be, like weight wise and stuff, to keep the diabetes kind of down and out of my system. I'm hoping to get to where I don't have to take my medication anymore, but I'm also in the search for a new doctor and hopefully a diabetic specialist that can help me get like some kind of device to put in my arm or whatever that continuously keeps track of my blood sugar, so I'm not constantly having to prick my finger, but also see what kind of foods set it up to be super high or actually keep it stable. The next goal I have is to enjoy life a little more. This is kind of hard to talk about, but I suffer from bipolar depression and anxiety and social anxiety, so I find it hard to really enjoy life at times because I'm always either depressed because something went wrong and my mind is just overwhelmed because of different things, or I'm anxious because something's happening. So I really want to focus on my health, mental, physical, health conditions wise, but I just want to also like enjoy the little things. Like I want to be able to go on adventures with my husband and enjoy them and not be anxious because there's a bunch of people around, or just having a positive life and not being so negative on myself or others. So I just want to fix that. Lastly, we are in the middle of remodeling our home, so a goal would be to finish that up. So I want to get to like the little tidbits and stuff, like finishing my reading nook and getting my husband's collection where he wants it to be. We want to at least try to save up money and get our forever home / dream home where we can home everything. Like I could have my office and my reading space where I can put all my bookshelves and stuff like that, and then he can have his room for like his action figures or his games. The next question and final question is, what do you want to leave behind in 2022? I would really love to leave my depression and my negativity towards myself in 2022, because 2022 really took a hard hit for my mental health and my positivity towards myself, and just grow as a better person, not only for myself but for my husband. I want to get my physical health because I do have arthritis in my knee and I have issues with my back, so I want to strengthen them so I can be able to hold my niece that is coming in March and not fear dropping her or whatnot. So I just want to leave all the bad energy and the bad health in 2022 and just become a better me in 2023 and do the things that I love and not be down on myself 24/7 because of it. That was the New Year BookTuber tag. There are 4 people that I'm going to tag to possibly do this challenge because I'd really like to see what they have to say and whatnot, and see what their goals and stuff are to achieve this year. And that is Joanna from XO Joe, Izzy from Punk Rock Girl PA, Roz from Reading Roz, and Staijah from Readers C. So that is all I have for today, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!